A baby picks up a TV remote, puts it straight in their mouth. You take it away. They grab a sock. Mouth. A rock. Mouth. Your car keys. Mouth. And you think, what is wrong with this child? But here's the thing. Nothing is wrong with them. In fact, what they're doing might be one of the most intelligent things a human being can do. Scientists have been studying this behavior for decades. And what they found completely changed the way we understand the human brain. There's a reason your baby targets specific objects. There's a reason they do it at a specific age. And there's one discovery buried inside neuroscience research that most parents never hear about. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will never look at your baby the same way again. Every parent knows the panic. You turn around for 2 seconds, and suddenly your baby is chewing on a shoe, or a Lego, or, God forbid, something they found under the couch. We call it mouthing. And every pediatrician says the same thing. It's normal. Don't worry. But that answer has never been good enough. Why is it normal? What is actually happening inside that tiny brain? And most importantly, when does it become a problem? Today, we're going deep. The real science. The real reasons. The surprising truth. Let's go. Segment 1. The mouth knows more than you think. Here's something that will blow your mind. Babies are born nearly blind. Their vision at birth. Blurry. Flat. Almost useless for detail. Their hands. Uncoordinated. Weak. Unreliable. But their mouth. From the moment they arrive, it works perfectly. The human mouth contains more sensory nerve endings per square centimeter than almost anywhere else on the body. Think about that. Your baby's lips and tongue are essentially a supercomputer. When a baby puts something in their mouth, they're not being reckless. They're scanning it. Shape, texture, temperature, weight, taste. All of that information floods into the brain in milliseconds. It's not random. It's not dangerous behavior. It is the most sophisticated data collection system nature ever designed. And here's where it gets really interesting. Segment 2. The invisible map inside their brain. There's a diagram in neuroscience called the cortical homunculus. It's a map of the human brain. But instead of geography, it maps sensation. Each body part gets a piece of the brain proportional to how sensitive it is. The hands get a slice. The feet get a slice. But the mouth gets an enormous piece. Bigger than the entire torso. Bigger than both legs combined. What that means is staggering. When a baby mouths an object, they are activating a massive portion of their developing brain all at once. They are building neural pathways. They are learning cause and effect. They are developing object permanence, the understanding that things exist even when you can't see them. Your baby isn't playing. Your baby is studying. And here's the twist no one sees coming. Segment 3. The discovery that changed everything. In a landmark study at the University of Chicago, researchers gave babies 2 groups of toys. Group 1, toys they could see and touch with their hands. Group 2, toys they could only explore with their mouths in the dark. Then they switched. They showed babies the toys visually, with no touching allowed. Which group recognized the toys faster? The mouth group. By a significant margin. Babies who mouthed the objects had already built a complete 3D model of that toy inside their brain. Just from their mouth. Just from their tongue and lips. This is called cross-modal perception. The ability to learn something through one sense and recognize it through another. And babies, they are masters of it. But that's not even the most surprising part. Because there's a reason this behavior peaks at a very specific age. And what happens if it's interrupted is something every parent needs to know. Quick question for you. Think back to the last time your baby mouthed something. Was it random? Or did they go back to the same object more than once? Because researchers noticed something. Babies don't mouth everything equally. They have preferences. And those preferences tell us something profound about what their brain is currently trying to learn. Segment 4. Why they choose that object. Parents assume it's random. Pick up anything. Mouth it. But it isn't random at all. Studies show babies are disproportionately drawn to objects with irregular textures, unexpected weight, edges and corners, temperature contrasts. Why? Because those objects offer the most information. A smooth, round plastic ball? Boring. Already processed. Filed away. A crinkled water bottle with ridges and a cap? Treasure. An explosion of new data. Your baby's brain is essentially running a Google search every time they mouth something new. And the more complex the object, the more their brain lights up. This is why babies often ignore expensive toys and lose their minds over a set of keys. The keys have more to teach them. But here's where the story takes a turn. Because mouthing isn't just about learning objects. There's a second reason, and it's deeply emotional. Segment 5. The comfort hidden in the behavior. Think about what a baby's world feels like. Everything is loud. Everything is overwhelming. Every sensation is new. There is no context. No memory. No frame of reference. It's like being dropped into a foreign country where you don't speak the language every single day. The mouth is familiar. From the very first moments inside the womb, babies suck their thumbs. Before they see. Before they hear clearly. Before the world even exists to them. The mouth is home. When a baby is anxious, overwhelmed, or overstimulated, they mouth objects to self-regulate. To calm their nervous system. To find something they can control in a world that makes no sense yet. It's not mindless. It's survival. And when you understand that, when you really feel that, you'll never pull that toy away from their mouth the same way again. Here's a stat that will stop you cold. Research shows that babies who are consistently prevented from mouthing objects during the critical developmental window show measurable delays in sensory processing. Not because mouthing is magic, but because their brain needed that input and didn't get it. This raises a question that makes some parents deeply uncomfortable. Are we over-sanitizing childhood? Segment 6. The germ theory paradox. Every parent's instinct is to stop it. Keep things clean. Keep things safe. Keep things out of the mouth. And yes, genuine hazards are real. Choking risks are real. But here's what the science says that almost no parenting blog will tell you. Controlled, age-appropriate mouthing of safe objects may actually strengthen your baby's immune system. The hygiene hypothesis, one of the most debated theories in modern medicine, suggests that early exposure to environmental microbes through mouthing and touching helps train the immune system to distinguish threat from non-threat. Babies who grow up in overly sterile environments show higher rates of allergies and autoimmune conditions. Not lower. Higher. Nature built the behavior. Nature knew what it was doing. The mouth wasn't just for feeding. It was designed to be the first laboratory of human learning. And there's one final piece of this puzzle. One thing that connects all of this together. And it involves a window of time that closes permanently before your child turns 3. Segment 7. The window that closes forever. It's called the oral sensory window. From birth to approximately 18 months, sometimes stretching to 24 months. The brain is primed. Hypersensitive. Wired to receive maximum input through the mouth. This is when mouthing builds the deepest neural architecture. After this window, the behavior naturally fades. The hands take over. The eyes become more reliable. The brain finds other highways for information. But here's what that means. The mouthing you watch with mild panic and multiple wet wipes, it won't last. It can't last. Your baby is on a biological clock. Every time they reach for that remote control, every time they gum that wooden spoon, every time you sigh and wipe drool off another household object, their brain is quietly, brilliantly, irreversibly growing. Building connections. Building intelligence. Building the person they will become. And one day, sooner than you think, they'll stop. And you'll miss it. Section 8. Powerful conclusion. So here's the truth. Your baby isn't reckless. They are relentless learners. Their mouth is their microscope. Their tongue is their textbook. Every object they pick up is a chapter in the most important education of their life. The education of simply understanding the world. The next time your baby goes straight for the TV remote, pause before you react. Because what you're watching isn't a bad habit. What you're watching is a mind being built. Piece by piece. Drool by drool. One soggy discovery at a time. And that is one of the most beautiful things you will ever witness. If you made it this far, you clearly don't just want to survive parenthood. You want to understand it. Drop the word brain in the comments right now if this changed how you see your baby's behavior. I read every single one. And if you want more videos that go this deep into the science of babies, childhood, and human development, subscribe. Because next week, we're uncovering why babies laugh in their sleep. And the answer is far stranger and far more emotional than you're expecting.